welcome to another Teacher's Corner playthrough. I'm Teacher Kirby, and this time we'll be replaying because, again, sound issues. Only two more with sound issues, I promise. Be replaying the Dragon's Deceit. Okay, and so without any further ado,
We know there's something going on with the Vaudoir and the Cartella system, but we haven't been able to get any ships close enough to determine what that is. I think you'll have better luck. The area doesn't have a lot of resources, but there's enough Vaudoir ship traffic in the area to indicate a major base. But they're guarding it so closely that it could have something to do with their sudden jump in power. Given the aggressive nature of the Vaudoir, getting close enough to investigate without attracting their attention will be difficult. We've made contact with a Hazari bounty hunter in possession of equipment that should allow you to approach and infiltrate their base.
so go to the Cartella system, which is located in the Delta Quadrant. Again, because we're replaying, we won't get very many rewards, and we will have to choose between some equipment or a current lockbox. And we're going to accept. There we go. And Dragon's Deceit. Let's transwarp. Alright, and Cartella Prime there. We're going to begin the Dragon's Deceit. There we go. We have arrived in the outskirts of the Cartella system. Our orders are to rendezvous with Admiral Tuvok, who will give us further instructions. So we rendezvous with the USS Voyager.
Greetings. It is agreeable to work with you again. The Vaudoir have greatly expanded their reach since Voyager first encountered them. Their military capabilities have developed at a rate that Starfleet Command finds troubling.
Continue.
An additional concern is that some leaders of the Vaudoir supremacy have developed unusual physical characteristics. These individuals exhibit strength and resilience far beyond the norm for their species. The crew of the Deceit has shared their data of your previous encounter with one of the enhanced Vaudoir with the Alliance. We have used it to devise several modifications to our weapons that may counteract their ability to reflect a portion of energy directed at them. I have provided the specifications to your crew, and they have already made the modifications to your weapons. However, these modifications are untested. It is unclear how much effect they will have.
Do we know why these Vaudoir are different?
Not yet, but we have found a location that may have the answers we seek. Officially, Cartella is a defunct mining colony. However, intercepted messages indicate that the lower levels of the facility are being used by supremacy leadership for an unknown purpose. Your mission will be to covertly enter the base and gather intelligence on the Vaudoir. We have made arrangements with Yadren to provide you with equipment you will need to approach the system safely.
Follow Voyager to the designated coordinates and hail Yadren's ship. Coordinates received, Admiral.
The Hazari will provide a modified holo emitter that should allow you to approach the planet. Holotechnology is unfamiliar to the Vaudoir.
If you don't want to blow this whole deal, help me with these Vaudoir!
So we take our items, which were critical components, always good to have, and now we hail the bounty hunter. Yay! Hail, bounty hunter.
Thanks for the help, but don't expect a discount. I wouldn't have been in that mess if I hadn't been waiting here for you. picked up this device called a hollow emitter from a big-eared fellow named Quinn. It's programmed to replicate the appearance of a Vaudouar freighter. I don't know the specifics of this technology, but it works and I'm delivering it. That completes my contract.
If the hollow emitter works, why were the Vaudouar attacking you?
It was my own fault. I should have activated it before I entered the system, but hooking it into our power supply was more complicated than Quinn said it would be. Alpha Quadrant Tech has too many redundancies. Backups for your backups, and none of it matters because emergency power always fails in an emergency. Good luck. I'll wait here in case you make it back.
Warp to Cartella Prime. Thank you, Yadren. We'll be back soon.
Voyager will remain here with Yadren. With your permission, I will beam over to your ship in order to coordinate the mission.
Permission granted, Admiral. Warp to Cartella Prime.
We have arrived at Cartella Prime. Your engineers have installed the hollow emitter, and it is ready to activate at your command. We will need to infiltrate both automated and manual detection measures before we can reach transporter range of the planet.
Activate the hollow emitter.
Our first task is to bypass the automated security perimeter.
So we bypass security systems. Okay, so what is the next number in the sequence? 2 and 3 is 5. Okay, so we're adding the previous two. So 21 and 13 is 34. There we go.
Excellent. Next, we will
Nobody
be
rivals
by
me
orbital
in
traffic
basic
control.
math.
Remember that the Vaudouar are an aggressive species.
Contact traffic control.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder may be malfunctioning. Please transmit your ship designation and flight plan.
Now remember, the Vaudouar are militaristic, they are aggressive, they are not very patient. So I don't have time for your bureaucratic nonsense. Continue to obstruct me and I guarantee you'll spend the rest of your career mining rocks on the edge of nowhere.
You're cleared for docking, sir.
And there we go. About
Now
time.
we must avoid detection from the Vaudouar ships. The hollow emitter will be essential.
And there we go. We brought it offline just long enough. And that. There we go. And
The
now we
tunnels
can
beneath
beam to
the planet are
surface.
protected by a
Oops. I'm so used to just blowing through the...
You are just outside of the Vaudouar security perimeter. I have accessed their internal sensors, so I will provide you with tactical assistance throughout your mission. Be wary. There is a Vaudouar patrol just ahead in the passage that crosses yours. Nearby, you should see a console. Use it to override the blast doors and trap the patrol.
Use the console to activate the blast doors. Got it.
Be sure that the patrol is in the correct position before you activate the console, or this will fail. Logs at the facility indicate it is in poor repair and has suffered several mechanical mishaps. Use this to your advantage. Acts of sabotage that simulate equipment failures should not arouse suspicion.
Acknowledged. Alright, and we're going to open the crate. You've been issued some specialized equipment for this mission. The grapple gun will shoot a rope which will allow you to cross chasms, zipline, and rappel. The anesthetine gas will allow you to knock out guards in your path without permanently injuring them. These items are not in your inventory and you do not need to equip them. You will be notified when and how to use them. Understood. Alright. So now the crate is gone. And now we move ahead.
I am detecting a Vaudouar
To
patrol
the
ahead.
console.
Maintain your position until they pass.
And now the console is going to light up and we seal the door. See, there we go. That should keep the patrol occupied. And now we go this way.
I am detecting another group of Vodwar ahead. Access the security camera from the console nearby.
See, I like this because it's different than just going up and shooting everything. Alright.
If you overload that data tower, the Vodwar patrol will investigate. Program the door to seal them in.
And so we're overloading the data tower and programming the door to seal them in.
Conduit malfunction on level 2, section beta. Engineering teams respond immediately.
There we go. We've sealed them in.
Proceed cautiously.
If by cautiously you mean running ahead, there we go. Got it.
There is a large drop ahead on your right. You will need a grapple gun to cross it.
And you see traverse rope. And it will. There we go. And now we just traverse. There we go. And we're done.
You will need to incapacitate all of the Vodwar ahead. Insert the anesthetine gas canister I provided you in the environmental control console and alter the air composition.
There we go.
Alert.
There.
Environmental control malfunction on level 2, section Delta 3. Engineering and medical teams, please respond.
There is a large drop ahead. You will have to rappel down.
There it is. Alright, you can use your grapple gun, blah blah blah. Okay, repel. Not to repel, you have to use your down arrows. Down arrow, and it'll take you down. It goes really slow. Da da da. Boom, boom, boom. Most of it you don't get to see what you're doing. But we have gotten down. There we go. Now, we're going to head this way.
You need to traverse this cavern without the Vodwar seeing you and raising the alarm. To do so, you will need to use your grapple gun, as well as take advantage of anything in the environment.
Easy peasy. Why are you worried,
You will need to reach the support platform. Shoot a grapple across and then zipline down.
Alright, since it's giving me the interact, I'm going to zip line down. And that just goes automatically.
Sneak up
There we
behind that guard and incapacitate him. To advance further through the cave, you will need to disable the proximity sensors. That console should allow you to do so.
I know he's still up. That's a glitch. The guard is in fact dead. As evidence for the fact that he's not.
Zipline to that outcropping.
There we go. And it says zipline down. Alright, so we're now on the outcropping. Now, there is another slight bug with this. We're going to hopefully not engage,
In
not
order
worry
to
about.
exit this cavern without detection, you will need a distraction. We will need to move the Vodwar guards below and ahead of you, away from the next support structure. The rocks near you are unstable. Try to trigger a collapse.
Alright, so sometimes this bugs. We're going to hope this is not one of those times.
The way is clear for you to grapple
Yay!
to the next support structure.
Sometimes. Okay.
Make your way across the ledges to the outcropping near the next support structure.
Alright, so here we go. We're moving down. And looks like we're supposed to go around this way. this away. Now sometimes there we go, up here. There we go. If it's a bit too dim for you to see, then you can always turn up the brightness.
Grapple to the next support structure.
There it is.
Approach the
There
guard
we go.
and disable him.
Now, as with the other guard, one shot, one kill. And now we extend the walkway, which is, of course, over here.
There are more guards at the other platform. Use your tricorder to reprogram the anti-personnel turrets near them to attack the Vodwar targets.
Alright, so we come over to the extended walkway. Reprogram turrets and drones to attack Vodwar.
Attention. Malfunctioning turrets on Level 4, Section Beta 2. Security and engineering teams, report immediately to Level 4.
Alright, and now we have to
The walkway
grapple
is
to
offline.
frontal structure.
You will need to grapple across the gap. They are aware of your actions. You cannot delay.
There we go. They are in fact dead. I know there's a few standing
Sensors
up.
are reading something large blocking your route through the cavern. Activate the crane with the nearby controls to move it.
There we go. There's the crane. And there are the controls.
Not much further. There is another grapple ahead.
Alright, we're gonna zip line down. Whee! And another area. Use another zip line.
There should be a place where you can drop down just ahead of your current position.
And there it is. I know it can be quite dim in the
Now
caves.
slip quietly out of the cavern before the Vodwar see you.
Ah! Let's try respawning. Alright. Yeah, shoot your fire suppressant stuff at me. Doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to go through here. Explore the tunnels. Here we go.
I am detecting some unusual signals coming from below this area. You must reach the bottom of the caverns. I recommend you overload a console to create a diversion, and then trap the Vodwar guarding the area in a force field.
Distract the bodyguard. Acknowledge. Alright. And overload the console. Here we go. Alright. We're going to wait for the bodyguard to reach the console and activate the emergency force field. There we go. And we have activated the force field. Yay! And now we can lower the rank.
Intruder alert! Commander Gallic, please respond.
No! He sounded the alarm.
An intruder? I'll handle this.
Okay. He'll handle this. Looks like I handled this. Ah, the structure! Jump! Apparently, I'm a very bad jumper.
Finally!
Apparently, I'm a bad jumper. I got caught.
Gallic? You will
My
pay
boobs
for
weighed me
killing
down.
Gallic!
Okay. No, don't shoot me. What is that? Ah, it's Star Trek's version of a gold. Wait, we're not supposed to know about that. Okay. And it's gone.
What was that thing?
Oh, now you want to talk instead of shooting me? Sorry, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn door. Some stormtroopers could have done better than I did there. Talk to Vaudouar.
You saved my life. I don't know why, but I am grateful. What was that thing? It crawled out of the commander. Was it controlling him?
I think so, yes. Have you seen anything like that before?
Never. It's some kind of parasite, isn't it? What do you know?
There are Starfleet records of creatures like this from the mid-2360s. They're neural parasites that appeared to retain some of the host's memories, while also increasing the body's strength and resilience. When one takes over, though, the person the host was is gone forever.
Do you believe other members of the Vaudouar are infected by these beasts? Could all of our leaders be contaminated?
Yes, and these tunnels may hold information that will help us defeat them.
I know my duty. I cannot allow you to wander freely through our compound, but I can't ignore this either. A temporary truce, then. I will accompany you, and if what you say is true, I must know how many of my people have been taken.
Find evidence of the neuroparasite infection. Agreed. Follow me.
I think it went down that passage over there.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go this way.
It went down one of the cracks in the rock. We'll have to deactivate that force field to pursue it.
Deactivate safety force field. I love how he's just gonna walk on air and turn around and moonwalk on air while we have to rappel down. And we take forever to rappel down. Forever and ever and ever. And if you look carefully, you'll still see signs of movement. And ever and ever and ever. There are slight signs of movement here. There we go. We're getting to the end. Oh my goodness. And there. Okay. Chase the creature. And he's just fine. He's like, what took you so long, man? Oh, flashy flashies. Ooh, instigate defection. Worked well. And sabotage Romulan repair facilities. Why am I sabotaging Romulans? Aren't we supposed to have an alliance? Oh, got a couple contraband. Okay, here we go.
It appears the creature has already left the area. I would recommend you scan the area with your tricorder. Perhaps it left a hormonal trace you can follow.
So continue and Scan area. And you see this here? Right here where my mouse is, that's the hormonal trace. It's more prevalent there. And we can follow it.
I didn't know these caves were so extensive. Only the highest leadership is allowed down here.
Every once in a while we'll have to scan the area again and follow the hormonal traces.
How did the Vodwar come into contact with the parasites in the first place? It has been many years since Starfleet encountered them.
I wonder how many of our leaders have been infected. Surely Gallic can't be the only one.
Based on Starfleet's previous encounters with the parasites, you should be extremely cautious. The creatures show remarkable cunning.
Give me an enemy I can confront face to face. This deception sickens me.
They are insidious. These creatures nearly ended the Federation. Although we have had our differences with the Vodwar, the Federation do not wish to see any species enslaved.
And now we talk to the Vodwar.
This area has always been off limits. I expected some kind of hive, but this is just a storage room. I see some of our stasis modules, which means there are soldiers who have not been rewoken. But the rest of this? It's just supplies. There's nothing here that will prove what you claim. Perhaps this infection was limited to just one man.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let's look in those canisters. We scan the canisters. What do we find?
That thing.
Wait, did you hear something?
And let's investigate the noise. We come down here. Yes, because good Starfleet officers always go toward the strange noise.
I see you've met my little friends. They want to get to know you better.
What are you? How far has this infestation spread?
You have such a small mind. The joining will help. You will see everything we can be once we are brothers under the skin. Making damage detected.
Ruh-roh. Eldex proves to be a good distraction there.
You think you have bested me? Mere mortals. Pathetic. We will rise again, and you will know our true might.
This ends now. I cannot allow you to spread this infestation.
I dropped my gun. Really? Really, Cryptic? I dropped my gun. That is so unlike me. Now they do have some toxic things they throw at you. Just be aware of that. They are going to spit toxic sludge. It will kill you pretty quick if you don't have toxic resists. So if you can do this with some toxic resists, that's better. Ruh-roh. It's grown quite a bit. Those little crappers. Alright, there's a hail we need to answer.
The Vodwar are alerted to your presence. You must leave the facility. But the subspace scattering field is still in effect. Find the controls and disable them.
I'll disable scattering field.
Find the controls to the subspace scattering field and disable them.
And that's over here. Disable subspace scattering field. And there we go. Talk to Eldex.
Although you have helped the Vodwar people today, do not believe this makes us friends, or even allies.
Will you come with us?
No, I must remain with my people. Perhaps I will discover more of what's really happening here.
Farewell, Eldex.
Your activities on the surface have alerted the Vodwar to your presence. They are beginning to inspect the starships in orbit. I would recommend returning to the ship immediately.
One to beam up.
The information you discovered in the base is troubling. While Starfleet knew the neural parasites found on Earth sent a signal to deep space before they were destroyed, we never knew the destination of that signal. It very well may have been the Delta Quadrant. However, contemplating the ramifications of parasites among the Vodwar ranks must wait. The fleet protecting this planet has been alerted to our presence. It is only a matter of time before this vessel is discovered.
Set a course to the edge of the system. Sir, we're being hailed by the Vodwar on screen.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder codes are invalid. Security vessels are on their way. Please hold position and prepare to be boarded.
One moment.
There is only a 0.008% chance that this ship will survive a direct confrontation. One last act of sabotage may be what is required. I propose we swap transponder codes with another vessel. Given the aggressiveness of the Vodwar, there is a 68.4% chance they will turn on one another. We can escape in the confusion.
Fly to a Vodwar ship and swap transponder codes, setting course for the Vodwar ship. Swap. Let's try this again. Swapping. And then we warp to the edge of the system. There we go.
Well, you're alive. I guess that means the holo emitter did its job.
Actually, the holo emitter malfunctioned and we were almost discovered.
But it did work. Contract complete.
Until next time, Yadrin.
Excellent work. Now that we know at least some of the Vodwar have been taken over by the neural parasites, we can form an appropriate plan of action. The one Vodwar who helped you, Commander Eldex, may be of assistance. It was clear that he was not aware of the corruption. With your permission, I will return to Voyager. There is much still to do before we will see the end of the Vodwar threat.
Permission granted, Admiral. Alright. So, we return Tuvok to USS Voyager. Voyager is somewhere over here. There it is. There we go. Beam over Tuvok.
Thank you again. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life, Admiral. Captain, I think it's time to get out of here. Depart system. Why are they calling me captain? I'm an admiral, damn it. Okay. And that completes the dragon's deceit. The existence of the neural parasites certainly explains the unusual physical abilities of the Vaudois and perhaps their rapid return to prominence in the sector. You managed to take out 2 of their overseers, but I expect that more of their leadership has been infected. Perhaps this Commander Eldix can persuade more of his people to rebel against the infected Vaudois from within. But until then, we'll need to muster our allies and prepare to deal with this threat. We're not just facing the Vaudois anymore. And because it's worth the most, I'll take that. And there we go. Alright, and that was the Dragon's Deceit. Join me next time for Alliances. I'll see you then.